at Elliott Wave International, we base our forecasts on patterns, long-term patterns, short-term patterns that were discovered by a man named Ralph Nelson Elliott. He called his discovery the wave principle at the time, but in retrospect, the industry now knows it as the Elliott waves or Elliott wave analysis. And the basic idea that, again, Elliott was an American accountant in the Depression. He was charting the Dow Jones Industrial Average by hand. And in a process of doing that, he discovered there were patterns that repeated over and over again at different degrees of trend, different degrees of magnitude, smaller and longer term. To show you an example of that, here we have what most people understand to be an Elliott wave, right? You've got a 5-wave advancing pattern labeled with numbers, labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, followed by a 3-wave corrective pattern or regressive pattern labeled with letters A, B, C. And this pattern has a feature of it is that every basic Elliott wave pattern it not only has subwaves, but it also is a subwave to a larger pattern. So in this case, this 5-wave advancing pattern followed by a 3-wave correction is the initial up-down sequence within a much larger advancing 5-wave pattern. And you can see here that this, this up-down sequence has become the 5-wave pattern to a larger pattern followed by the corrective. And you can imagine that at 1 degree higher, there would be another developing wave, right, in circle wave 1 and 2. That would be followed by an explosive move to the upside in a blue wave 3 up after the end of this wave, what we would call wave 5 of C of 2 down. And so that would be headed higher next. And of course, Elliott didn't have the terminology at the time, but we now know this idea of patterns that are embedded inside of each other, that are similar to each other. We now know it as a fractal, right? In this case, a self-similar fractal. And as an example of how to use this knowledge, this discovery of Elliott's, I'm going to show you something here from India. This is my first few months on the job during the global financial crisis of 2008. Here I was looking at, and again, just bear with me for a moment. I'm talking about Indian stocks, but the pattern and the relationships I'm about to tell you and show you are very relevant to our discussion of commodities and later of gold. So please bear with me on that. But here we have in 2008, in the belly of the beast, global financial crisis, I was looking at this chart, as you can now, and you can see that there is a 5-wave pattern that had played out from the 2003 low down here up to the 2008 high, and then a 3-wave decline down to that global financial crisis low at the time. And here is the analysis I published then. Here it is. The market is a fractal, the 5-wave advance. Another feature of this pattern was the self-similarity of this correction, right, and the advance as well, compared to the prior wave 1 and 2. You can see that in the red box, you've got a wave 1 and wave 2, and that was very similar to the larger wave 1 and 2 from 2003 to 2008, down to the 2008 low. Both of these second waves retraced approximately 50% of the prior advance, their wave 1 equivalents, and as did this, you can see this one down here, retraced 50%. And so therefore I was looking and I forecast an explosive move in what we would call a 3rd wave to the upside, right? And here it was. I forecasted, quote, Indian stocks are about to begin primary wave 3 of the bull market that began in 2003. And let's look at the subsequent price action since then. Here we are. Indian stocks are about to begin primary wave 3 of the bull market that began in 2003. And look at the explosive move after that. Here, several months later, after the retest of the low successful and the follow through on the upside, I had this pattern, and the self-similarity of the pattern compared to the prior wave 1 and 2 move gave me the confidence to go on India's CNBC TV affiliate, TV18 it's called, and called for SENSEX 100,000 within 15 years. And that's, been pretty much what has happened. Again, all the squiggles along the way, I can't say that I anticipated all of those, but I've been bullish the whole way. And you can see that in 2024, we came as high as 86,000 on the SENSEX, and it has you might say, okay, Mark, you didn't hit your 100,000 target within 15 years. I'd say, yeah, but give me some credit. That was pretty good, considering the bearishness at the time.